The struggle with a lot of this art stuff is you can make it and you can feel good about it, but what do you do with it? How do you make something that goes beyond the internet? My name is Nick Rasmussen, and I'm a photographer. I specifically take pictures of people. Doing portraiture was a way to connect with people and see how other people live and explore parts of myself. You get to share these special moments and visions with each other. We're at the Sony costume rental department in Culver City. Sometimes come here for clothes that you obviously can't find regularly in the world. Picking up a wardrobe for tomorrow's shoot. I'm going to be shooting a portrait of the actor Paul Hauser, sort of inspired by this image from that I found in this book, 20,000 Years of Fashion. Sort of just like Civil War, old America outfit. Wardrobe plays in a lot just because it makes up a lot of the texture of the photo. I kind of just look and see what stops my attention. Got a good feeling about this one. I like these buttons, little details. Details go a long way. The story of the photo is kind of old America surrendering. Classic, standard. I think that looks like an outfit. I'll see you in a week. I moved to LA 9 years ago to go to film school. For a few years I was taking photos of furniture and belongings and knickknacks for an estate sale company. The job itself kind of just got tired and old, and so I knew I needed to make a transition and sort of look for a new way to kind of make money. As someone who came from Michigan, I see Los Angeles as a massive sprawl of life. I was doing a lot of comedy for a while, improv comedy in particular, which was a big scene out here in Los Angeles, a big community of people, and that's sort of, for a long time, just the only people I would be around was people I did improv with. When I started getting more into photography, that was just naturally who I first started asking to work with. As I would work with them, people who I knew, and then I would start working with people that they knew, and kind of trying to keep working with more and more bigger names. For whatever reason, people take you more seriously if there's a recognizable figure in your photo. It's the morning of the shoot, and we're about to rendezvous here and then head up to the location. We got the Hasselblad 500 CM right here. Well, my Nikon FE2 35 millimeter. Oh, I think I see Paul. He's walking up, looks like he's walking up. I will be taking photos of Paul Hauser, who's an actor in many great movies. Last 2 years you were in 2 Oscar-nominated films.
It was Italian Black Klansman, and then we just had a movie at Sundance called Late Night with Mindy Kaling. To be honest, I don't know what I gained from this. I just had Nick reach out to me on Instagram, and I remember liking Nick the 1 or 2 times I met him at parties or comedy shows, and then I saw his work, and he's a very talented guy, so I thought, yeah, of course, what the hell. You want to know what a real man looks like? It's not Liam Hemsworth. He looks like a boy with an abdomen. I look like a real man who's seen war.
Let's give it a shot. All right, first photo done.
I feel like a real horse's ass up here.
Go ahead and just like let it see what happens. I shoot on film and digital. Digital tends to be more of a way to Polaroid proof and see what the image is going to look like before I put it on film. So I know how the light's going to fall. I know how everything's going to react, and it becomes a practice at the real image. I'll look at this, kind of look also that direction too, towards the sun. I tend to think I didn't do my job if the digital photos are better than the film photos.
I don't know what to be thinking right now.
This is the 4x5 large format Cambo monorail system. Got to go under here to do it. Get ready. Holding still, holding still, holding still. All right, got it. Nailed it. It does become a very like interpersonal project for each person, and I think that's something I just really enjoy, is like kind of being able to be open and sort of sensitive with people.
This is really good.
Side.
Oh, I love these. I know some of these folks. A lot of butts, Nick. A lot of butts and breasts.
What I try to aim for is sort of a dreamlike vibe, where it kind of feels like almost like a memory or something, like how you would imagine you saw it in a dream.
All right, man. F you.
Hey, didn't need to go down like that, Paul. You don't know if the photo turned out until you know. And even then when you see it, maybe a couple days later, you'll realize that it turned out. My hands start to stink like chemicals after a while of doing this, and I carry that with me everywhere. Okay, we're about to look at some pictures. So this is the negative, which will get scanned and flipped, inverted, so dark becomes light, light becomes dark. It's hard to tell what it really looks like until you get it on a computer. So after I'll do a shoot, I'll bring the film home, cut it, scan it. All my film photos I'll take through Photoshop because of the way that you can be a little more selective with what you're affecting, which is fun for me as someone who could, in the same day, shoot film and then get it to print the same day. Each stage is its own little journey. I think in my career I'm at a little past the beginning of it. I'd like to see where this work can manifest itself in a physical space. I think I'll always be learning new things and trying to find new ways to get a look across. I physically can feel waves of joy, like getting to see an image that I'm proud of. That's kind of what I just keep chasing